So Washington's army was pretty beat up by the time they got here, and he had discipline problems here. He had a lot of things going on, but he brought in someone to help with that, and his name was Friedrich von Steuben. There is a high school that we call Von Steuben High School in Chicago. It's named for Friedrich von Steuben. He was a Prussian general who came to the United States. It is alleged that he got kicked out of the Prussian army because he was gay. And you might say, Mr. Brown, why are we talking about gay in 2020? Here's the reason. George Washington didn't care. George Washington wasn't worried about somebody's sexual orientation. He wasn't worried about what God they worshiped. He was worried about whether or not they could perform, whether or not they could do their job, whether or not he could make them better. And von Steuben turned Valley Forge into one of the great training centers in history. First of all, he cleaned it up. He got it cleaned up. He got the waste on one side of the camp and the cooks on another side of the camp. He brought discipline to this ragtag army. He drilled them. He got 100 guys. And he trained those 100 guys up. And he trained them up hard. And then he sent each of those 100 guys out to train 100 more. Behind me, you would have had a lot of huts like this, but right in the middle of all those huts, there was a big parade ground. And the Americans trained all winter in 1777 and 1778. And von Steuben was the guy directing the training. And in 1778, as spring came, that army that was beat up here was now an army that had confidence. They knew what they were doing. And the next time the British are going to face the Americans on the battlefield, the Americans are going to be truly a professional army.